into Vanadzor, trying to figure out where the Orran Center is. I've heard a lot about it for a lot of years, just bits and pieces. So it's going to be very interesting today to see what they're actually doing up here. Trying to assist what I understand to be children from disadvantaged backgrounds, but I also understand there's something about the elderly going on up here. So join me as we investigate Vanadzor today on Թիմը, գնում։ Hello.
Hello.
You must be Hasmik.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, I get to see the Orran building.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So Hasmik, so this is Orran. I've been hearing about Orran for many years. You know, we've heard the whole story about children in need, and then the Italian embassy, I believe, came along and financed the construction of the building. That's about all I know. Can you tell us very shortly the history of Orran?
Yeah. Orran, the word Orran in Armenian means heaven or cradle. This is a daycare center for at least 230 at-risk children from vulnerable families, socially, economically, and our beneficiaries are also elderly, mainly lonely elderly. There are
the youngest and the oldest.
And the oldest, yeah. We have children that are preschool age from 5 ranging to 16 years old, and we have elderly from 50 years old till 80 and 100.
And how do you identify a young person or an older person as qualified to be involved in the Orran program?
Our social worker and our psychologist, they visit the homes of our potential beneficiaries, and they come here, they introduce them to us, and then we decide whether to involve them in our program. Our program is called Helping Families in Need.
So there's a set of criteria. Yeah. You have a strict set of criteria on who is qualified. Do you have more people interested in coming than you're able to accommodate?
Unfortunately, yeah.
So you have to say no to people?
No, we give them shelter. At least nobody lives around without having hot meal. We include them. Maybe if we don't have enough room for children to learn academic stuff here, they come to Orran. They have their hot meal and they go to one of the workshops. Or they just go home if there is not much room. But everybody gets a hot meal because we think that might be the meal they get, maybe the only one they have during the day.
Anyway, it's not a cheap operation to build, to maintain, to prepare meals for hundreds of people every day. It's not cheap. Who's paying for it?
Our main budget consists in donations.
Okay, and how many years has it been going?
Orran has been established in 2000. Yeah.
2000?
Yeah.
That's as long as I've been in Armenia.
Yeah.
It's 19 years old.
19 years
I didn't
old.
realize it was that old.
First there were only 16 children, if I'm not mistaken, and 2-3 elderlies. Now we have 230 children at least, and also 90 elderlies.
In Vanadzor?
In Vanadzor and in Yerevan. Our main aim is to divert children from streets, to find talents in them, to give them hope, not only the children, the elderly as well, to show them, to give them the second chance, because, you know, not everybody is lucky to be born in a good or socially not vulnerable family.
Do you have an example of a child that has gone through the Orran system here and has become successful somehow?
Actually, we have a very successful Armenian traditional, the whole group, drums. Our kids are being invited to different public and social events to play the whole, and they are mainly the naughtiest children in this group, and they are very successful.
What are the other activities that Orran does?
We have a pottery class, a sewing group, embroidery group, handicraft center. Also, we have academic groups like maths, geography, computer, and English, Russian, history, Armenian church history, religious history combined. The aim of these workshops is to show children that if they are not good at mathematics, for example, they might have a talent in music or in wood engraving or in pottery, and they can earn their living later with this.
Hasmik, and you've identified the elderly and the youngest as the two most vulnerable groups in Vanadzor. What is might be difficult to say, but what is the single biggest challenge each of those has?
Isolation from the community. Because our children, because they are from vulnerable families, they don't have money, they can't support kindergartens, and the children go to, nowhere. They stay at home. They don't engage with maybe with their friends or people. They don't get the first contacts with the community, and the same with our elderly.
So the isolation of both the old and the young,
yeah,
you're saying, is the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Hasmik. That was very interesting. A lot of activities, a lot of effort going into this. So I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you too for attending this. Thank you.
Rolling out of Vanadzor after an incredibly intensive few hours at the Orran Center, addressing the needs of the smallest kids and the oldest residents of this town. So really interesting to see all the variety of programs they're doing. It's just incredible, their ability to address so many different issues all at the same time. The ladies there doing an incredible job. So another great episode. Let's join up again next time on another episode of Թիմը գնում